Alright gamers, welcome back. World of Warcraft Classic Hardcore Ironman Adventures, episode 103. Let's jump back into it. Finally starting Tenaris tonight. It's kind of a tongue twister. Tenaris tonight. It's been a while since honestly, it's been a while since I played. About 2 or 3 days. Just been busy with other things, real life, other games with friends. Haven't really had time to play. Wow, I've been going to bed a little earlier, so as we can tell, I'm on a little earlier. I start that new position a week from now exactly, so 6 days from now. So I'm kind of trying to make sure I get to bed a little earlier, so I'll probably start recording these WoW videos a little earlier, 7:30, 8:30, 9:30, that kind of vibe. But yeah, we finally get to start Tenaris tonight. And I want to make sure we start with the lowest level quests. I can hold 9 quests total right now. So let's go ahead and hide everything else. And I think we're going to pick up Wastewander Justice, Water Pouch Bounty, Wanted Andre Firebeard, Scarab Shells. We'll probably run over to the Steam Whittle port, take on the Screecher Spirits, some other stuff. So let's grab Wastewander Justice. The name's Bilgewizzle, and I am the Chief Engineer at the Gadgets and Water Company. What can I assist you with?
You there? It's time for you to be a big helper to the Gadgets and Water Company. The Wastewander nomads out in the Tenaris desert have seized almost all the water wells. Without access to them, our water supply will dry up in no time. If you want to get in our good graces, then you'll help us bring justice to those nomads. Head east of here and bring down 10 Wastewander bandits and thieves, then report back to me on the double. Justice waits for no man. Goblin, bah, just get on it.
Right. We're also going to pick up Spigot Operator Luglunket. Water Pouch Bounty.
Greetings, adventurer. The name's Luglunket, and we've got an important job for you if you're up for it. Huzzah! Nothing would please me more as a seasoned spigot operator to take any Wastewander water pouches you might find out in the desert. That's our water anyway. The nomads have just stolen it is all.
Pieces of
shit. The
shit.
Gadgets and Water Company will offer you an official care package for every 5 you turn in. Most importantly, though, you're helping Gadgets and help itself.
Right. So it seems like water is a very important commodity out here, and obviously so, right? We're in the desert, so. We can talk to Trenton Lighthammer and take Troll Temper. Sol Thrace, the first time I heard the word uttered, I was around your age. It meant nothing to me then, as it means nothing to you now. It was not until a warband of trolls coming from Zul'Farrak laid waste to the lands that I understood and feared. Many will tell you that the split blade of suffering does not exist. That is a myth, a rumor started to scare children, straight. But believe me, undead, it exists. Trenton loses focus as he runs his hand across the jagged scar on his face. Tell me more, Trenton.
Split in 2 to form the one. The twin blades are bound to Zul'Farrak. Zul'Thraze reborn when the twins are found.
Right. Troll Temper?
The Sand Fury trolls of Zul'Farrak make a tempering agent from sandstones, and I can use that to temper the goods I craft. Yes, I can. It is highly prized by connoisseurs, so if you bring me a good supply of the temper, then I'll reward you well. Zul'Farrak is northwest of Gadgetson. Good luck.
Right. Unfortunately, I'm not going into Zul'Farrak, so Gadgets and Water Supply. Senior Surveyor Fizzle Doser.
We've got a position open for a temporary junior grade surveyor in the Gadgets and Water Company if you're interested. With the nomads seizing all our wells, we need to exploit more free sources of water. There is water to be had in the desert, but only to those smart enough to survey them first. Take this dowsing widget and tap a sample of the water by the pool near Sansara Watch. It's right inside of the trolls around there. Bring the tapped widget back to me when you're done.
Right, Sansara Watch. Sounds good. Scarab Shells, and then the wanted posters. Scarab shells might be inside of Zul'Farrak as well. Some people wonder what we're doing out here in the desert. Well, if I told you, then you'd stay and try to make our profits.
The scarabs of Tanaris have very hard shells, hard enough to use as a building material for lots of things. So many things! In fact, those shells are so useful. The scarabs were hunted all to near extinction. I know where there are more scarabs, and if you promise to bring me their shells, then I'll tell you where they are. Promise? Okay, the scarabs have a colony in Zul'Farrak. I guess the trolls don't hunt them for their shells, but you can go to Zul'Farrak and get me uncracked shells.
Alright, well, another quest that we're not doing because we're not going into Zul'Farrak. At least not now, but we will take the wanted posters. Wanted, Andre Firebeard. The vile pirate, Andre Firebeard. What is this cat doing? Hang on one second. What are you doing? Oh, he's trying to get under the bed. Okay. The vile pirate, Andre Firebeard, is wanted for crimes against Steamweedle and Gadgetzan. By decree of Governing Council, any who read this are hereby authorized to use lethal force during the apprehension of Andre and his abettors. By further decree, should Andre be deceased or otherwise indisposed during the time of this hearing, his head may act as proxy. And deliverance of such head to Security Chief Bilgewizzle constitutes a binding and tenderable contract. We get a gold 30. As well as Wanted, Caliph Scorpidsting. Wanted, Caliph Scorpidsting. The Gadgetzan Water Company of Gadgetzan, Tanaris, will pay a high bounty for the head of Caliph Scorpidsting, leader of the Wastewander outlaws. His crimes include murdering Gadgetzan Water Co. employees, stealing Gadgetzan Water Co. resources, and seizing Gadgetzan Water Co. property. Bring proof of Caliph Scorpidsting's demise to Chief Engineer Bilgewizzle for an immediate reward. Another gold 30. Nice. I don't need the membership. I'm going to hide that one. The rest of these, I think we can hold off on for now. I have 4 quests I can take. I'm going to head to South Sea Shakedown, Pirates Ahoy, and Stoli Shipment, as well as Screecher Spirits. So that's 4 quests right there. Those will be the last 4 quests we take. And then we're just going to get started. Ah, it's nice to be in Tanaris, man. I should have got more water before I started this session, but it is what it is. Probably only going to play for an hour tonight. I need to make sure I get to bed a little early. Iron. But I'll try and get on a little earlier than I did tonight, tomorrow, and we can get a little more gaming in. I was hoping that I would be 60 before I start this new job, but I'm starting like a week or 2 earlier than I expected, so chances are it's not going to happen. But that's fine. I shouldn't get off too late every night, and I'll still probably have the energy to get an hour or so in. And then the nights that I'm not working, or have the next night off or whatever, I can play a little later. That kind of vibe. We love the mithril. Tell me it's a 4-piece. It's a 4-piece, let's go. Tons of solid stone too, huge. Let's grab these quests first and then we'll start. We've got Wastewanders we need to kill. He's literally going crazy. It's like a mirage. I had some Brinner breakfast for dinner, and I had a little bit of syrup left on my plate, and it's just sitting here right next to me because I haven't, brought it down and into the sink and done the dishes for it yet. But I went to the bathroom before I started recording, and my cat got into it a little. I could tell when I came back in because he was licking his chops, and I think that sugar has him going crazy now. Okay, Pirate Hats Ahoy, excuse me.
You're the help the cartel sent? I suppose you'll do. Listen carefully, adventurer. As you know, I am a procurer of fashionable apparel for the elite of Azerothian society. Kings and queens, war chiefs, and, well, whatever the Horde calls their queens, all wear what I choose is in style. And they pay through the nose for it, which is the best part.
Ooh.
So here's what's going to happen. You head down to Lost Rigger Cove and acquire a lot of pirate hats by whatever means. Do you think you can handle that?
Sure. Haughty Modiste wants you to collect 20 South Sea pirate hats. Right. What a name. Haughty Modiste. Oh. Gikkix. Some cooking recipes. Alright, we'll buy all of these. Spend a little bit of money, but damn, that's nice. Winter squid and soothing spices. If you eat it, you gain 10 agility for 10 minutes. That's really sick. This one gives you 6 health every 5 seconds, and this one gives you 8 mana every 5 seconds. Damn. The grilled squid is like some of the best food in the game for DPS, I'm pretty sure. Jabby?
I got what you need.
What can I do for you? What do you have? Undermined clam chowder. Hey, that's one we need as well. This one, you can just actually cook the zesty clam meat that we've gotten rid of a bunch. Other than that, I mean, he's got thrown weapons, but I'm good for right now. Couple bears, stuffed bears, and stuffed plain striders. There's some books, but I can't read them. Interesting wallpaper here, brother. And it's fallen off, just like pineapples. Yakinya. Greetings, rogue. Though time and drink have dulled my outer senses, my inner eye remains strong. I seek the spirits of the veiled screeches of Feralis. They are cousins of an old god, and their spirits are linked to him. Take this bramble wand and go to Feralis. Find and defeat the veiled screeches in the southern and central Feralis. Then wave my brimble over their fallen bodies. This will coax their spirits to reveal itself. Touch the spirit and collect its essence. Return to me with my bramble and the collected essence, and I will tell you more of the old gods of which I spoke. Right. Yakinya. Prospector Iron Boot. South Sea Shakedown.
Hey, how you doing?
We're here to make a profit, and having our goods stolen is no way to make a profit.
Ah, they want the impossible from me. The Steam Weedle Cartel wants me to teach the South Sea pirates a lesson. The problem is that I can't be in 2 places at once. I need to stay here to keep the peace. Of late, the pirates have been disregarding the protection money that the cartel regularly forks over. So, I'd like to temporarily deputize you to go down there and show them what for. You'll find them at Lost Rigger Cove, which is not too far to the south. Thanks, adventurer. I'll owe you one.
Wow, this is the first time that cloth sells more than plate. That's actually a really good helmet, though. If I was a tank, 6 strength, 15 stamina, plus 4 defense. That's a really good helmet. As well as these are really good boots. If I was a mage or a shadow priest or a warlock, those are really good. Killed 10 South Sea pirates, freebooters, dock workers, and swashbucklers. Right. As well as Stoley's shipment.
I owe Seawolf McKinley and Booty Bay some rum.
We know McKinley.
But I'm all out of rum. Captain Cuergo stole my last shipment, and he has it stowed in that walled pirate town to the south. If you can find my shipment of rum and return it to me, then I can prove to McKinley that Kalimdor's booze beats the dirt out of Booty Bay.
Okay. Great painting choices here, brother. Oh, and a nice catch. As a fisherman, I can appreciate that. But yeah, he's got all this booze. I guess this is like a mini little tavern. But okay, most of our quests are down at Lost Rigger Cove, where we need to kill a bunch of pirates, as well as Wastewanders. So I think I'm going to start with the Wastewanders. Bandits, thieves, the water pouches, Caliph, Scorpidsting himself, and then yeah, it's just bandits and thieves. Yakinya's bramble. Alright, they are human, but I'm not scared of them because I'm like 10 levels above them, so let's pop on double instant, and let's use some of the soothing turtle bisque. I should try and pickpocket them, but not sure if I have the patience. They can disarm though. Stormwind Bree. Big crit. Thanks to Remorseless Attack. We love that talent. Just so good. Every kill, I get another like 18 seconds worth of almost guaranteed crits. Well, at least one singular crit. See, that was a crit there too. Because of Remorseless. These are also something that I can collect more than just 5 and turn them in later. Yeah, you disarmed the main hand, but I still have my offhand. Now those are nice. So bandits mostly just have gouge and backstab. I'm glad we came here though, because any higher of a level and these would stop giving me decent experience. 240 plus 120, you know, it's not the best, but like one more level and I think this quest would be out of my max level bracket. Let me text the missus back real quick. Okay. Already only need one more pouch. Let's go look for Caliph. I think, yeah, he wanders just this entire region, his entire camp of Wastewanders, but... Now, I think there are Wastewanders that do have an execute in here, so I need to be careful. Okay, sorry. Again, personal stuff with the missus, but it's all good. I just had to send the text back. She's just getting over a surgery, so just kind of talking about some things. Caliph, Scorpidsting. There we go. See if I can find him with my macro. The assassins. That's who can execute. Ooh. They also have rogues around here too. Ooh. Tough Scorpid shoulders. Those are really nice. 10 agility, 10 spirit. More greater healing potions. Ah, they're not the superior stim. There he is. Caliph, stop. Oh, he's got bodyguards. Pop a potion. Whoa. Why are they hitting so hard? Alright, one more. Wastewanders water pouch. I still need more bandits and thieves, which I think most of them are honestly over here, not... And I guess up here. Up in this encampment up here. Seems like mostly rogues, shadow mages. I think we'll have a chain quest for them later. But for now, let's head back up here. Let's go ahead and pop some scrolls. Let's get some stuff consumed. Get a little drunk. Nice, another chest. Junk box. I think these... No, we need heavy lock boxes. For the quest out in Ravenholdt. There we go. Landazar got level 60. Grats, brother. You... Oh, I was about to say, do not pull them. Another Wastewanders. Hopefully we get something good out of this chest. Banana bread, yuck. Just a bunch of food, honestly. I mean, we got a heavy flint axe too. That's like a gold right there. The staff is a gold. This is 12 silver. The hip flask could probably go. I could probably just sell or throw away the silk. Another flint axe. That's another gold right there. Basically a gold. Okay, 2 more bandits, 3 more thieves. This is 1, that's 2, that's all the bandits. Then I just need a couple thieves. That's a thief right there. Those are bandits. Worn junk box. It's not really what we want. Looking for more of the sturdies. Actually, I think we need, again, I think we need heavy boxes, not the sturdy boxes. Silk can go. Essence of Agony, I could probably just get rid of it. It sells for a silver piece for both. I'd rather just get rid of it and have the space. We got the same. Oh, it's the breastplate. Oh, never mind, it's different. We got the shoulders and now the breastplate. It's a bunch of agility and spirit. Wave Strider Beach. The Mage Weave we'll definitely keep. I think after this we're going to swing back by Gadgets and turn what we have in and see if there's any chains, as well as sell all the junk that we have. Oh my god, and we get the gloves. That's crazy. Full set, basically, right there. More agility and spirit. Back to Tenaris. Well, Gadgets and we're in Tenaris, but the Gizmorium. $10 for the breastplate, 11 for the gloves, 12 for the shoulders. Interesting. You would think the breastplate would be what sells for the most, but Fizz Grimble.
A
Nope.
visitor. Must be an adventurer. We don't get many tourists down this way. Grab a chair and a drink, make yourself comfortable.
Grab a chair
Say,
and a
You
drink.
look like you have some meat on your bones. You think we may have been suffering?
Sold our junk for 280 as well as those patterns. So we basically made like 3 or 4 gold there. Wastewander Justice.
Now that's what I call efficiency. You've helped thin out the Nomads' numbers enough now that we can start to think about how we can win back those water wells. The Gadgets and Water Company thanks you for your help, but we're far from done in dealing with those foul Nomads. Listen close. Here's what we need next.
Right.
We need you to take on the stronger ranks of the Wastewander nomads now. You've done a good job thus far, but if we are to take back those water wells, then it only makes sense to do it against as few nomads as possible. This time around, we need you to take down their rogues, assassins, and shadow mages. You'll find them east and southeast of here. I'm not going to lie to you. They're a nasty lot. Do this for us, though, and we'll be on our way to taking back what is rightfully ours.
Right, so now we need to kill the rogues, the assassins, and the shadow mages. 10 shadow mages, 8 rogues, 6 assassins. As long as it's not, 10 assassins. Yes, rogue, I'm an official of the Gadgets and Water Company. What can I assist you with? I have this head.
Finally, justice is served. You have struck a mighty blow against these vile nomads. With Scorpidsting's demise, this might be just the thing to finally push those squatters off of Gadgetson's water wells. By the authority of the Gadgets and Water Company, I gladly award you with this bounty. You've done a great service for us all.
He says it so fast. You've done a great service for us all. Now we'll take the Slake That Thirsts and the Divine-O-Matic Rod.
You want a power source. I can help you with that. Know what I want? I want something to drink. Bring me 5 Wastewander water pouches, and I'll give you the 4,711 FTZ. Now, guess where you can find Wastewander water pouches? Why don't you walk up to one of the Wastewander nomads to the east of here and ask them for one? Let me know how that works out for you.
So this will start a quest. Using this power source will activate the field testing kit. First off, I'm going to give our water pouches to Lug Lunkett. He asked first. Got the 5 Wastewander pouches we need. If you do, then Gadgets and Water Company Care Package Model 103XB will be yours.
Excellent! The more water pouches we're able to reclaim, the further away from disaster we'll all be. Keep 'em coming, and I will be sure to reward you for every 5 water pouches you bring me.
Right. Divine-O-Matic Rod.
Sergeant Bly stole from me. He said he'd only borrow it, but he stole my cherished Divine-O-Matic Rod. Without that rod, how will I know where to dig new water holes? Find Bly and bring me my rod. I heard he led his band of ill-reputed adventurers to go treasure hunting in Zul'Farrak to the west. I bet you'll find him there. Let's hope the trolls took care of him, because if you have to fight him for the rod, then you're in for a serious fight.
Well, good thing that we're not. Noggin Fogger, the Thirsty Goblin.
Living out here in the desert is rough. I get so thirsty standing outside in this heat.
Seen any strange things in the desert lately?
Well, now that you mention it, yeah, I did see something I thought was a little strange yesterday afternoon. I was running past some old troll ruins southeast of here. Well, I wasn't really running, more like hopping. The sand's so hot. Anyway, so I was hopping past the ruins when I noticed a camp set up there. Seems like a funny place to set up camp. If you ask me, I would have poked around a little more, but one of those crazy big vultures chased me off.
Right.
Talk to me.
The Thirsty Goblin.
I've got an idea, see? I've heard of some strange creatures called dew collectors that live to the southwest, and that they are able to store water in special glands. I think that if I could get one of these glands, I could create a drink that would quench my terrible thirst. Do you think you could help me, adventurer? Look for the Cactus Garden, adventurer. That's where you'll find the dew collectors.
Right. 1 second, let me send another text back. Okay. We got garbage. Nice.
Welcome to Tanaris, adventurer. How can I be of service to you today?
That'll be all, brother. Let's now... Well, my log is full, so... Let's head over to the left over here and do the tapped dowsing widget. I think this is going to be something that I'm going to have to protect this thing, I imagine. A lot of rares out here in Daenerys. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12 different rares that could be out here. Tuga's Quest. Alright, so we'll probably go back, take on the assassins, the rogues, the shadow mages, get the rest of the Wastewander water pouches that we need. We'll do the tapped dowsing widget, and then if we have some extra time, start these pirate quests. Conley hit 60, let's go. Oh shit, elites. Let's be mindful here. Pull a couple of those, it could be curtains. Oh god, do I have to put this thing in elite troll waters? Seems like I can just fill. Whoa, okay. I didn't realize it was two of you. Bone Cone also hit level 60. I think that might be a duo or something. They both had Cone in their name. Okay, pretty simple. Let's take on the assassins first, that way we have the sketchiest kills out of the way. We're definitely going to use another food buff as well as fresh rumsies, both Black Label and the regular rumsies rum. We'll use our scrolls if need be, but for right now we still have like 16 minutes left, so. But anything to help soften the threat of mobs that can execute, because I just have drama with mobs that can execute. Spirit of the Damned. I wonder if that's just a roaming ghost or something. We did find the greater firebird when we were out here farming giant eggs, which is why it's green. We've seen it 29 days ago. I don't think that's right, but...
If tailoring is your thing, VizClick will most definitely have your supplies. Take a look around, adventurer.
VizClick. Welcome back, Junior Surveyor Bale. Have you completed your assignment?
What's this? You were ambushed by some sort of bad mojo creepy crawly? Oh, this does not bode well for the Gadgets and Water Company. No, indeed. I guess I should have told you about the reports coming in on some crazy bug creatures that appear to be sucking up all the water in the desert. At first, I thought it was just a crock. We have enough trouble with the nomads as is. I thought it was just more of their shenanigans. Well, now we know at least.
I guess so, huh?
All right now, these reports about the bugs. What we know is that
He's a
they are
southern
draining
goblin
the
now.
water pools that used to be where the noxious lair is. What we don't know is, well, everything else. Let's figure out who our enemy is first.
Right.
I want you to head into the noxious lair and get some parts off of those critters.
Right.
Get 5 from the Centipaar there and bring them to Alchemist Peslazug for him to dink with. With him on the case, we'll figure out what they are.
For him to dink with? Okay. What the hell does that mean? For him to dink with. Sounds a little sexual. All right. Just checking things as we auto run. Checking emails. Fandango, Koei, they love emailing me. Alright. Like I said, let's try and take on the assassins first, but probably gonna need to put on some new poisons, new stamina buff, new rumsies. Let's use the sausage for this. Remember, the rogues hide in stealth out here too. $25 extra stamina just for these two alone too. It's an extra 250 health, that's really nice. On top of 12 stamina with the spider sausage. Okay, the rogues do run. I was kind of hoping that they wouldn't, but probably just sap the mages, work on the minion first, and then reopen on the mages when we're done. That way I don't have to fight two things at once. Let my energy come back. And now. Very squishy. Oh, they can crit quite a bit. I just want to take on the assassins alone. Just for safety. Walked right in front of you. Banana bread can go. Just letting the energy rebuild, and now. Man, Shadowcasters are super squishy. Probably don't even need to sap them, honestly. I could probably just take them on. Oh, he resisted it. He's gonna get that off, but I get that second one. Have a little throwaway cheese. I'll keep the silk for now if I, don't find anything better, but if it gets to the point where I'm deleting things, then I'll probably just get rid of the silk. It sells for 6 silver, and I can use it to make iron grenades, but we have, what, 80 in the bank? It's like I already have a ton of it, right? Just try and distract you and grab you and pull you away. Rogues all around me. Keep them disarmed as long as possible is probably the best bet. There's a pouch. Sturdy junk box, that's nice. Hey, there we go. Now any more extra Wastewander water pouches are just going to be used to get some more of those boxes that have random items inside of them. The boots! Oh my god, we're getting the full set. That's crazy. Let's make sure we kick that. These chests respawn pretty quickly. I feel like we just got this one earlier. Purple Lotus, hey. Okay, 4 more assassins. This is the last rogue that we need. We need 6 more shadow mages. Another pouch. There's iron in them hills. Probably go snag that. I think we'll have a full stack of 10 if it's a 4-piece. It'll be there in just a second, don't worry. A disarm on the assassins is really big. Let's make sure we get that off. Extra bleed will go far. Beautiful. Another pouch. That's nice. Let's go ahead and get that iron. Give it a chance to respawn. Another sturdy junk box, that's nice. They can actually bleed, that's crazy. another pouch. A little early on the kick, but it's okay. Seems like this is the village tailor. Boots, some thread. There's another assassin, the last shadow mage. Be mindful of Caliph. He has a group of rogues following him around. There's another assassin right there. That's our last assassin over there. Double disarm just feels like security. We love it. An extra pouch gives us 10 total, so now we have, you know, the 5 for the quest and 5 more for whatever. And then the last shadow mage will be right there. Nice. Go ahead and double bleed him. He should be dead for sure, and he is. More shoulder patterns. I used my energy poorly there. That's okay. Alright, we're done with this. Let's head back. We'll turn this one in. I probably don't have too much time left tonight. What can we do that's like pretty quick? I guess we'll see what the chain is here. Because I need to empty my bags before I go take on the pirate quests. Maybe we can get the Centipaar insect parts. Did I set my hearth to Daenerys? Yes, it is. Okay. So we'll probably head back, turn in more wastewater justice, and slake that thirst, and we'll see what chains they give us for tomorrow, as well as heading over here and grabbing the 5 centaur insect parts, and then we'll hearth back. That'll probably just be at like an hour, maybe an hour and a couple minutes, some change. And we'll call it there for tonight, and then tomorrow we can take on all of these quests over here with the pirates. Getting 20 pirate hats, getting the freebooters, the swashbucklers, finding Firebeard. Where's he at? He's like deep in there. There he is. Andre Firebeard. That'll be a bit, and I'm sure it's gonna fill up our bags. Look at the gallows here, where they would hang people. Jesus. It's a prisoner box. Jesus. And a graveyard where everyone was killed. A little much. Yeah, like I said, I'll try and get on a little earlier tomorrow so we can get a little more time in.
We may have been suffering a drought, but there's no shortage of meat. Care to browse my goods? Keep it real. We may have been suffering a drought, but there's no shortage of meat. Care to browse my goods?
Another potion, the superior. Bilge Whizzle.
Hey, how you doing?
More Wastewander justice.
Top-notch work, adventurer. Top-notch. You've thinned down the nomad population to a point where we can actually take the fight to them.
Nice.
If you haven't already, talk to Spigot operator Luglunket here. He gives a bounty on any of the Wastewander water pouches you may have run across while bringing those nomads to justice.
Be good.
Slake that thirst.
Have a good one.
Well, did the nomads volunteer up those water pouches for you?
Excellent. The power source is yours. Now, it isn't completely designed for use in a science kit like that, so you'll only have a limited amount of time before all the data you collect will go kablooey. When you collect everything you need for whatever it is you're doing, bring it to me, and I'll shut it down properly. You'll have at most 2 hours to get what you need to get done. If you don't get it done in time, I can always sell you another power source to try again. You heard me.
Sell. Right.
Have a good one.
Another power source?
Let me guess. You didn't get whatever world-ending nefarious deed you were doing done in time. No, wait. Better still? You dropped it in the sand. Well, whatever the reason, I do have additional power sources I will sell to you. This time, however, it will cost you 10 Wastewander water pouches. Times are tough all around, adventurer, and power sources don't grow on trees. But what if they did? Maybe we could make a power source tree.
Well, I don't need it just yet, Bill Twistle. I'm gonna hold off and keep these in case I do need 10 total, but let's see what we need to do. Activating the power source makes the field testing kit start to glow and vibrate. It would seem to be working as planned. According to Chief Engineer Bill Jwizzle, you now have 2 hours to collect the data you need in the Tanaris Desert. If you do not collect it within 2 hours, all the data will be lost and you will need to buy another power source from him. Return to him when you have completed the task. We need 8 basilisks, hyenas, and scorpions. That should be easy, but I'm not going to accept the quest, so we don't start the quest until tomorrow, since we won't really have the time to do it tonight. But let's go ahead and head down here and grab these Centipaar insect parts. But yeah, there's scorpions, hyenas, basilisks all over right outside of Gadgetzan itself, like literally all right out here. There's a basilisk, there's a hyena, basilisk, scorpion. Like, yeah, we'll be good. We'll literally come out here and kill everything. It shouldn't take us 10 minutes, but we'll save it for tomorrow. Oh, I see the bones moving from here, or some kind of insectoid parts. I don't know what that is, but I can see it moving from here. The Abyssal Sands. Model 4711 FTZ power source. We're also looking for just a random drop with the robot chicken quest out here. It can drop off of anything. Hopefully by the time that we're done questing out here, we'll have it organically drop for us like it did in Feralis. But Feralis was the big one, so we could get the shoulders. That was the place that we were hoping for the most. We did get it, but I would like to get all 3 if possible. That way we can get the robotic chicken pet. I think it would be a cool a little collection or item to add to our collection, I should say, instead of just having the black king snake, which we have named Onyx. Our mount is named Bo, so we have Onyx and Bo right here and there. I haven't looked for the black tabby cat on the Dalaran spell scribe in a while, but I do still want to look for that as well. Tell you what, let's use some stamina food here. Centipaar, the noxious layer. Thrash, Venom, Sting, Pierce. Not going to use Rumsey on this, but I still have enough poison to where it should be fine. Sword spec procs are huge, baby. Centipaar parts are random drops, though. Yuck. That poison's gonna fuck up my stealth. Ugh, the poison can stack too. There's one part. $23 damage every 5 seconds. I should try and kill the swarmers instead of the wasps. Damn. Just trying to wait for the poison to tick, so maybe I could jump into stealth, get an opener, but yeah, tunnelers are way better. Swarmers have little babies with them, though. Which is nice, the grenades just kill them one shot. They spawn more, though. I don't know what the drop rate is, but it's not very good. Let's use a stamina food. Might be 10-15 minutes before we get all 5 parts here. Don't put that poison on me. These guys give a good experience, though. 480 and 520 plus 260 rested. Nice. Killed it before. Put the poison on me. Pretty rough drop rate on these. Guess it makes sense why I only need 5. Pulled his baby and now he's mad. Should have known better. Kind of tricky for a rogue to fight. I gotta make sure I'm like managing my combo points correctly here. Spend the combo points before I switch. It's almost like fighting with creatures with totems. Oh man. This really does take quite a while. Let's try another stinger. Wow. Dude, holy. This drop rate is abysmal. Depending on how much longer this takes, we might just have to try and take this on tomorrow. We'll give it another 5 minutes. Dodging a lot, that was crazy. It's crazy how they all don't automatically drop Centaur insect parts. Or Centipaar, I should say. They're not Centaur. Centipaar insect parts, but... This one's got one. Yep, I knew it. I just knew it. Just could feel it. Now this one's level 50. Gotta be careful. Horrible, horrible drop rate. We'll probably wind up killing like 50 of these things before we get all 5. It's a good experience though. I mean, I'm only, what, 5 bars from 52? Try and kill a couple wasps. Seems like there's some mithril down in the nests, but I don't really want to mess with that. Oh, there's the distress beacon. Beautiful. Whoops. We'll work on that tomorrow. Just an awful drop rate. I'll probably take on just this one more stinger. Hopefully we can get to 3 out of 5. And I'll hearth. It's getting a little late. We'll have to wrap it up tomorrow. Hopefully we get one more. No, okay. That's fun. More experience for another time. 78% towards 52. Not bad. Let's go ahead and sell the junk to Dirge.
We may have been suffering a drought, but there's no shortage of meat. Care to browse my goods?
I think we've read all of these books before. They're mostly about the Kiraji. I think we read them in Booty Bay, but I'll skim through them another night. I'm pretty sure we've read all these. They all seem very fun. I know we read Twin Empires and Empire's Fall. I'm just not sure about Wrath of the Soulflare. What's the last page say? Yes, we have read this one. It talks about Hakar. Yep, okay, we have read all those books, so. Alright guys, we're going to call this one here for now. I'll see you guys tomorrow night for the next one. Thanks for hanging out. Peace and love, and God bless gamers.